Hey guys, just woke up. Had some stuff in the mail here, a package over there. I've had this board for a while, so I do have this unboxed already. Um, but wanted to explain a couple of things. First off, haven't done a couple of vids in a while. I did buy that Pioneer QX646. That's got a bad channel in it that I need to figure out how to fix at some point. The guy sent me sent me a QX949A to replace it. That's got some problems too. I need to change the speaker switch, which I have. I can pull out of the 646. It needs a new function switch, which he sent with it, and the two rear volume pots around on the corners of the scope there are bad, and he gave me those to change as well. So it's just going to take some time. I'm in school, so I don't have the time to bother with it. But anyway, in the box here, basically, this I actually got this open box for about $76 shipped. I made some deals to make it where it cost me a lot less. You get a little hint of it off screen there. But basically, everything was in it. I was really surprised. Like the I/O plate and stuff wasn't open. The disc wasn't. I think the disc had been pulled out, but it was like the guy used it, put it back in the box, done. I don't understand. So I'm gonna set it up, and we're gonna see what happens. If this ends up being a dud, well then I may as well do the other videos too, because if the shit's dud, who gives a damn? All right. So basically, when you unbox it, you'll end up with this. What this is an Atom D525 board from Gigabyte, as you saw in the box. And these are Atom boards that are mini ITX. Luke bought one of these first before I did. I was going to grab one anyway. And he grabbed, and he loves his. This takes 2 sticks of DDR3. You can run a single stick in this and it won't impair performance because it's only single channel anyway. So you're not going to gain anything. Just the extra memory. They have a 4 gig cap on the controller. Not sure what the deal is with that. I think it might be chip related or whatnot, but basically here's your 20-pin power connector, your IDE header, which is just one of very few boards that has this. At this price point, which I paid $76, you'd pay $106. This is one of the only few boards you can get that. Here's your first 2 SATA, and then 2 more over here. Again, a feature very few of these, if any, besides this one actually have. You've got 1 PCI slot, and if I can make the camera focus worth a damn, which it probably won't because it doesn't like me. You can see some of the other chipsets, and there's a crystal there in the corner of the board. Something I want to get to that's on the top of my head here. People were wondering about sticking these in regular cases. You can. If you see the top mount points, the mount points here for this, match up to the top 4 left holes in a micro ATX formation. But they will also mount in an ATX case because an ATX case takes micro boards as well. There's your 4-pin power connector. The nice thing about this is a 20-pin. They did this to cram all the rest of this shite in here. Got some resistors, some solid caps. I think there's a few regular ones on here too. And then your Atom CPU and fan, heatsink and fan, which I don't even think you can see the socket on the back of that. No, it's surface mounted, I think. That's okay though. These work amazing, and they use very little power. This CPU only uses 12 or 13 watts full load. And then here's your 2 more USB headers and your HD audio and AC97 audio connector. And the other big thing is you've got a full slew of legacy ports on this board. I mean, look at that. Wait for the camera to focus a little bit there, if it will. I know, this thing just does not like me. There we go. PS2 keyboard and mouse, serial, parallel, VGA, 4 USB 2s, gigabit LAN, which is awesome for these, and your standard set of HD audio ports, what have you, whatever, onboard sound, server, not going to use it, and then 1 PCI slot. I mean, it's a really, really nice board. Okay, for this, I have 4 gigs of Kingston DDR3 1066, which this will clock down to 800 because the bus speed on this is 800, even though it is DDR3. Nice thing about this was only $43. Newegg Pictures is a full height shit, but you get the half height shit instead. Stock people suck. That came in that mailer this morning, which is why I'm making this video now, and I didn't make it earlier. Now, I went to Amazon a little while ago, and I bought me some of these. I like these because the computer I put this in, the case and power supply is, there goes my battery. Hang on a second, I'm going to have to split this into two parts. Be back in a bit.